Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru. Okay, so if you heard the beginning part, you'll notice that you couldn't hear the beginning part. There was something going on with my audio. Now on Strands, I had trouble with my audio and I had to narrate, but that's just because I forgot to turn on my microphone. My microphone was on. It was in the correct position where it always is. And for some reason it wasn't working. So anyway, I am here in my garden or in my front yard talking about the huge mushrooms that have popped up because we've had so much rain here. These are huge. They're the size of large saucers or luncheon plates, maybe small dinner plates. And really exciting because there are so many different mushrooms all over the yard, especially in the shadowy areas, but that's right out in full sunshine. We've had so much water that I can't use the wheelbarrow anymore. It was filling up too quickly. I had to use our tank of a trash can and fill that and then go move the water away from our driveway. I definitely have to build a rain garden. So anyway, I thought a good inspiration word for the day would be the word spore. And I love it because it's got some good letters, and so we should get a lot of stuff, but no, we only got an E. Wouldn't you know it? So, and it's not even a useful E to me because it's not at the end and it's not an ER combo. I don't even know what to do with that. So I'm thinking at this point in time, maybe I'll ignore the E for a little bit until I find some other letters and I might better know where to put it. So the other common letters are T, L, and N. And then the vowels I might use A, I, U, and sometimes Y. And right away I see the word linty if I'm not going to use the E. And I like it. I'm going to try linty. It's one of my standard words. Okay, so I now have 3 letters and I don't know where they go. So I'm thinking of how to use the E at this point in time, and I'm thinking an EA combination might work. And with the L, I'm thinking of a blend there. So maybe the word clean would work. Because I haven't tried the C, I need the L in a different spot, the E in a different spot, the N in a different spot, and I haven't used the A. That looks pretty good to me. I like it. I'm thinking that it might even be clean. Probably not because we've probably had it before. No, and we only got the E placed, but that really did exclude a few things for us. So we know that the L has to be either here or here, and when I put them down I go, or maybe both places. And maybe it could be something like shell, but of course we don't have the S, we have an N, and so if we have an N, maybe if we're going to try to blend that, it's only going to really blend with an S or a K. So if we do a K here, we could have the word Nell, which would be very interesting because we just had Nell as a Quordle word. So I think that's kind of impressive, and that would be fun to see the word Nell pop up. And let's look at this. The N isn't going to go there, right? So I would be placing the L's. I would know exactly where those go, one or both, and then the N I think is going to go there, and this is going to prove it to me or tell me that N goes in the first spot, because it's not going to go in that penultimate spot. So I try Nell, and I feel really good about it, so good that I'm not going to cry about it for a long time. I'm just making sure everything goes in the right spot. Pull the trigger, boom, it is the word Nell. So that was kind of fun. All right, well, that is it for me. Crazy day with the microphone today. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, I forgot. It's Quordle. I'm going to have Quordle coming up. I'm like, wait, why did I not do this? I'm just... Oh, silly me. So I'm going to put in Fishy Budge Clown Tramp because I want 20 unique letters and I want a lot of green, and I get 1 green. Not only that, but I have I only have 4 letters in each of these. So that's not great. So I'm looking over at this one, and right away I see the word liver. And I like the word liver, but then I'm looking around, could I make anything else out of it? And with as tired as I am, no, I really can't. So I'm just going to try liver and see if it helps me at all. A little bit worried, but probably the best choice I have at this point. And yay, not only did it work, but it also helped to fill in a few other things. So then I think this is going to be LA. Then I'm trying to figure out the rest, and I realize lapel would work. And now for the bottom one, I've got the E there, and I'm thinking newer. I think it's going to be newer. So I put it in, but thankfully I check it. Because when I get to the end, I notice that we've already tried the R there. Then I realize it's renew. R-E-N-E-W. All of those letters fit in those spots. Also, the E is already placed, or one of them anyway, so that works. And then I look at this and right away I see the word idiom, even though I didn't see it before. And comment about how I like the word idiom because it sounds like idiot. Because that's just me, I'm weird. Yeah. All right, well, that is it for me. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.